Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, vamos a mojarte.
Hello guys, welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. Hopefully you're having a good day. We're going to react to some real life lore. I love their content. They bring up so many questions about different things in life. And this video is entitled, These Are the Events That Will Happen Before 2050. So let's see what real life lore has to say about what's going to happen before 2050. I don't know how they possibly could know, but let's go ahead and check it out. Let's react to it. Let's talk about it afterwards in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Most of us are probably aware, predicting the future is a very difficult business to be involved in.
I would say so.
Anticipated events can always change what we thought would happen, but we're still free to make our best educated guesses with the means that are available to us. With that in mind, here are the events that will most likely happen before the year 2050.
Lay it on us.
Forward to happening. Starting out just next year in 2018, two new countries may emerge in the form of New Caledonia and Bougainville in the Pacific, as they hold independence referendums from France and Papua New Guinea, respectively.
I don't think that happened, did it?
The World Cup will be held in Russia, and NASA will deploy the James Webb Space Telescope, which will be significantly more powerful.
We already know this. It's 2018.
In 2019, the United Kingdom will officially leave the European Union, and the FIFA Women's World Cup will be held in France. The next year,
those are
2020,
givens.
will probably be quite eventful.
Why?
The Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia is scheduled to be completed, which will become the new tallest structure in the world at a full kilometer tall.
Higher than the Dubai one?
Will be held
Wow.
in Tokyo, and Bigelow Aerospace plans on beginning construction of the first ever space hotel that will be able to accommodate 6 very wealthy guests at a time.
Space hotel?
In 2021, India is expected to launch their first ever manned space mission.
That's awesome, India.
In 2022, China plans on constructing their first very own space station. In addition,
they don't have one?
The World Cup will be hosted once again in Qatar, and the Winter Olympics will be hosted in Beijing, China. In 2023, the copyrights on the earliest Mickey Mouse cartoons will expire under current U.S. copyright law, but 2024 will be much more eventful. The company SpaceX ostensibly has plans on launching their first rocket carrying cargo to Mars this year in preparation of a future manned mission. At the same time,
all the way to Mars, I would not want to go.
The space station will probably run out of funding in this year and be decommissioned as a result, although this may be delayed until 2028. Finally this year, the Fehmarn Belt fixed link will be completed,
What's that?
which will provide a direct rail and highway link between northern Germany and Copenhagen in Denmark.
That's
in
neat.
2025, the
That's
Giant Magellan Telescope is scheduled to be completed. It will be the largest observatory in the world at this point and have 10 times the resolution power of the Hubble
That's
Space
insane to
Telescope.
think about.
In addition, the UK will have completely phased out all of their coal power plants. The next year,
that's good for the environment.
Will possibly see SpaceX launch the first ever manned mission to Mars if everything goes according to their current schedule.
First person to Mars. That'd be crazy.
To send a manned mission to visit an asteroid this year, and construction on the Catalan Cathedral Sagrada Familia will also be finally
That's impressive.
Construction on this epic church began all the way back in 1882. Which means that it will have taken 144
years. Is that all? 144 years?
In 2026.
Is that it?
10 years from the current year, if you are watching this in 2017,
2018,
the SpaceX
buddy.
crew that launched the year previously will finally arrive at their destination, meaning that we might witness the first ever humans to set foot on Mars this year. Also, the full autopsy report on Elvis Presley, which was agreed to be sealed for 50 years following his death,
I didn't know they were going to do that.
Will be made publicly available this year. In 2028, the Summer Olympics will be hosted in Los Angeles, California. At near the end of the decade in 2029, the cities of San Francisco and Los Angeles will be connected by a high-speed rail line that can transport people from one to the other in just 2 hours and 20 minutes.
That is quick.
But when the 2030s
that is so quick.
Arrive, we'll all be in for a very interesting decade. At some point this decade, NASA plans on launching their own manned mission to Mars, so if SpaceX failed to accomplish this in 2027,
lots of people trying to get to
NASA
Mars.
will probably land the first humans
I don't know
on the
why,
red
though.
planet sometime
Honestly.
around now. China further has plans on launching their own manned mission to the moon sometime during this decade as well. And Russia has plans on landing their own cosmonauts on the moon in the year 2031.
I'm really shocked no other country has.
2036, however, and we arrive at perhaps the most ambitious upcoming space project called Breakthrough Starshot. Without going into too much details, the plan should be able to send tiny spacecraft to the Alpha Centauri star system, the nearest other star to Earth. A planet inside
far
the
is
system,
that?
Proxima Centauri b, is located inside of the habitable zone here and could possibly be home to some form of alien life. When the tiny ships are hopefully launched in 2036, they will arrive in the system 20 to 30 years later and can take detailed photographs of this.
30 years later! Oh my goodness.
We may see the first summer where there won't be any ice in the Arctic. And by 2040,
I don't think it's
going
gonna
to
happen.
completely banned the sale of all gasoline and diesel vehicles in the country. In 2042,
Good luck on that.
population will have probably reached 9 billion people, while Americans of European ancestry will become a minority group inside of the United States for the first time.
Wow.
This year will also probably
Gonna
see
happen
the
now.
advent of the world's first trillionaire as well. And in 2044, the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, will enter into the public domain. 2045 is the estimated
First
year
trillionaire,
of the
could you
technological
imagine?
singularity, according to the famed futurist Ray Kurzweil, meaning that this may be the year where artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence, which
That's
could
not that
lead
far
to
away.
enormous and unforeseen changes in society. In 2048, the Antarctic Treaty will come up for review, which could lead to mining and oil industries opening up on the continent for the first time.
Seriously,
And finally, we
there'll be a
will
war
arrive
over
at the
that.
year of 2050.
There's too
By
many
this point,
countries
half of
wanting
the
involved in
Amazon
that.
rainforest will likely be deforested. About 70% of the world population will be living in cities. About half of the global population
It's kinda
will
depressing
not
to
have
think
access
about.
to clean drinking water. The average global life expectancy may be 76 years old. There will be super
Getting up
smart
there.
artificial intelligences that will be even smarter than humans. Self-driving cars will likely be normal, and a new world of possibly hundreds or even thousands of people will be living and working on Mars. There are things to be
That
both
fast
afraid
from
of and
landing on
excited
it?
for
I
in
don't
the
know.
future,
I don't
so
know.
let's make sure to work as hard as we can in the present to make our future the best one that we can possibly imagine. So this number right here is how much these last few images would have cost if I had bought them from a traditional stock image provider.
Okay, so he's advertising right there. But it's crazy. I guess a lot of our future is in space, according to him. But could you imagine becoming the first trillionaire in the world? Like, I can't even think about it. Like, why? Why? We don't need a trillionaire. We don't need billionaires. Because there's too many poor people with nothing. Kind of pisses me off to think about it, actually. But I don't know. I don't know what the big deal about Mars is. I really don't, unless, you know, governments know more than what they tell the public. But who really knows? But I have no desire to ever go to space or ever go to a space hotel, even if I can afford it. This guy's not going. But just thinking about the future is it's intriguing to say the least. But I like the self-driving car thing being the norm because I don't really like to drive to begin with. But those are some of my thoughts, some of my feelings on what he had to say. What's your thoughts? What's your feelings on what he had to say? I want to know. Comment that down below and let me know. Drop some links down below. Let me know what you want me to react to. And hopefully you hit that subscribe button. And next time you choose a Max Reaction. Don't forget to spread that peace, that love, and that happiness. And guess what, guys? I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, vamos a mojarte. Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, vamos a mojarte. Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera. no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, va a mojarte. La temperatura, baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscar.